Welcome to gaming stream number 73, and a little bit of Kerbals going on, just an impromptu episode, but with purpose, because I think I've fixed the audio issues with my mic, and with a little finagling and some elbow grease, I think I've got things going better. Shout out to Lauren in the chat. She says, Happy Easter. Well, happy Easter to you too. And to all those who observe and celebrate. But I do believe, and I am hoping that we'll get some interaction here tonight, this afternoon, evening, to let me know whether or not the changes that I've made to my settings will have assisted in making me sound at least a little higher. And yes, I will be experimenting by moving my mouth around the mic. That doesn't sound that good. Oh, I got a message. But I think I've boosted enough. And plus, I've been researching this because shout out to Too Many Cows. Left a comment on my video from yesterday, the Drama Diner, episode 110, and just kicked me in the butt verbally, basically. And it's pissed me off for quite some time. Why the audio hasn't worked as it should, and the fact that I fucking busted my ass to get it to work. But you know, a kick in the bum is always good, and you just reminded me because I was discussing it last night when Casey's Raw did mention it. Audio doesn't sound as loud as it should. And that certainly bothers me too. I'm just not doing it nonchalantly, thinking, fuck it, just increase your volume. I mean, as was discussed the other day, people are listening to me while they're in their work truck. And it is unacceptable, in my opinion, for my audio to remain substandard, regardless of not having a mixer. I do have an XLR mic, but without a mixer, I can't really do shit with that. I'm not going to plug it directly into the system because it certainly doesn't have the power to get the mic working at nominal standards. So, you got to push with the cock you got, as the old saying goes, and hopefully the audio is working well. Oh, shout out to the lovely Ms. Cora. Hope you are doing well, and a happy Easter to you too. But not only is this an experiment to try to improve, so shout out to Out With Cows, who, again, with a simple comment, just reminded me, this is something that you've had on your to-do list for quite some time. And, you got to fucking fix it. And yes, hopefully what I've done so far will have improved it. But there are other strategies that I do have in my back pocket that I may have to utilize, which would be somewhat inconvenient for me, but, system-wise. But if I need to do that, so be it. Again, like I'm saying, hopefully it's sounding better. But I'm inspired to play some Kerbals, so that's what we're going to do right now. And, I'd really like to see if I can get this space plane working. So we're going to start up Kerbals right now and see where this goes. Learned a few strategies online. Hopefully they will work well. But here we go. But again, I hope your afternoon is going well. I hope you have hope you've had, I should say past tense, a good weekend so far. It's not over just yet, but again, regardless of what you're doing, I hope it's a good one. So, I'm just going to have to transition over to Kerbals. There we go. Let's make it big screen. Come on. It's lagging a bit. Also, Whoops, what happened here? Oh, it's just being a little bit emotional. But yeah, soon it's been reminded to me. So shout out to Arushan Chu that I have said for quite some time and quite long ago that I was going to reinstall Star Trek Online on my computer and play that and stream it, which is a game that I've certainly enjoyed for quite some time and just haven't had the opportunity to play it. But unfortunately, I have about 19 gigabytes left of space on my primary hard drive, and yeah, this game requires 21 gigabytes. So for the time being, and it'll be short, I won't be able to play it, but I will be installing an extra SSD drive that I have access to put all my games on there, and as such, assist me to add more. There's been some people recommending games to me as of late. They'd like to play with me, and they also just think that I would enjoy these games. And yes, I do take that to heart because I do like to play new games, experience new forms of entertainment. And hey, if somebody recommends it to me, I'm sure that it's got some value. So hopefully within the next few days, I can get that installed in the computer, and will have me reorganize my settings so that I can then get this all these games that I've been wanting to play, including City Heroes, an old MMO that's been reborn, and yeah, just share that fun game with a lot of people. So I'm going to start the game here. Shout out to the 4 viewing. Oh my god. I'm going to resume community Kerbals. Shout out to Amoral Fat 40. Says, try the Mad Max game. Now I've heard that there's been a Mad Max game, but I have no idea about it. I've even been recommended to play this Conan game, and it's the second game. I don't remember the full title, but apparently that's a very good MMO. But yeah, the Mad Max game I've heard of because people apparently view it as quite good, but I have no idea about it. You know, I just only know about it, so I've never seen any trailers, screenshots, nothing like that. But that sounds like it has potential, actually. All right, so we're going to go to the space plane hangar because we're going to design a SSTO, single stage to orbit craft. So we're going to call this SSTO 1. Very unoriginal. So we're going to pick this cockpit right here, and we're going to have to build on it. So let's save that. Conan Exiles is excellent. That's the game that I'm referring to. I remember when the first game was launched, people were talking about it. Apparently it kind of fell flat on its face, a lot of problems. But yes, this new game apparently is really good. Not too sure about the platform, cross-platform play, but I do know that a lot more are doing that. All right, so we do. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to. Again, I have a previous design, but we gotta start new. So these are the engines we're gonna go for, Rapier engines. But what I've learned is that there's ways to get around the encumbrance of what is provided here. So here's going to be our docking port, and nope. Payload. There we go. We might actually have to go. Yeah, we're going to go with a bigger payload. We just have to. It's not ideal. I wanted to make this a little bit smaller, but fuck it. We're going to have to make this Aurora level. Um, Moral Fat 40, if you're still listening, recently recommended to me. This is one of the individuals who's recommending games to me, but the one and only Nikki Nines, who the people still demand to make streams, um, and I'm one of them, says that Elite Dangerous is a good game to play. Says the learning curve is extremely steep. I was watching some videos. I see more criticism about the game than praise. But, flying through space, again, Kerbal Space Program we're playing right now. That's what I like. Don't think my system will play No Man's Sky, but it looks like Elite Dangerous is certainly something I could play. Not too sure if it's worth playing. It's $10 right now. Discounts, and it's mostly online and interactive, so I could always play with other people. But I'm just looking for some input whether or not it's worthy to get that game. But a game that I will be, as soon as I have this spare hard drive installed, will be Star Trek Online. I've had several people indicate that they would certainly be willing to play with me online, so we can make a fleet and all that. And I like Star Trek, and always like to introduce people into things that I do like. So, hey, who knows? I do want to make, as I've made other streams on video games, provide an introduction to people on the game and let them decide whether or not it's a game that they want to play. But a game nonetheless that I will be playing, and if they want to join up and have a fleet where we can play missions and stuff, I'm totally fucking down. Moral Fat 40 says, I think Elite Dangerous is better than No Man's Sky. Ooh, strong words. No Man's Sky has more of a psychedelic feel and arcade style flying. For some reason, it always takes 10 to 11 minutes to load No Man's Sky, though. Yeah, because apparently that game is like Crisis. It certainly seems to have, a lot of requirements when it comes to keeping it from 20 frames per second. But, and I doubt that game would play on my system, but I would love to be able to play it. Regardless, though, I mean, technically the only thing that's the bottleneck for me on my system right now is my video card. It's an AMD RX 550, which apparently is still better than their minimum requirements when it comes to this game. But my power supply could certainly, and my CPU can certainly handle a stronger and more capable video card. My system certainly, the way I build my systems is always to be able to have that upgrade roadmap that I can easily get into today's standards by just simply spending a little extra money. Yeah, is it premium and costs a little more when you buy the motherboard that has that upgrade roadway? Yeah, but it allows you sometime later, after purchasing your system, to stay current and be able to go into the future. So, all right, so let's get back to this. We're going to open this to give people perspective. There is our cargo bay. So we're going to be putting batteries and other things in there, and hopefully being able to launch a satellite from that. But we need to add fuel tanks. Where are they? Liquid fuel. That's just for aircraft. Rocket fuel. That's what we want. I think we're going to have to use 3 here. We'll save that. We do want liquid fuel in here. doesn't want to put itself where it needs to. The problem. I'm not too sure why it chooses to do that. We want to be able to allow for a decoupler. This is our energy, but we don't have, well, our electricity, but we don't have something that's shaped like this craft, which you do have when it comes to, where is it? Actually, no, it's not here. There. Well, this is so you could build this without passengers. You could just. Actually, well, I don't know if we're going to do that, because the cockpit obviously has a lot of weight to it. But I do want it to be flown. I don't want just a drone. But all right. So we can do it this way. So there's that. The problem is that attaches to the outer part, not the inner part. And the game won't see it as actually being connected. We need fuel, specifically the RCS, which is for thrusters. We have the fuel we need for the plane itself in rocket fuel form, but we need to be able to provide electricity as well as a bay where we can launch satellites from. So that is our intention. So electricity here. We need to find some batteries, and we'll have to add some solar panels. But I'm trying to make it accurate as well. So there we go. So that fits. That's good. What about for some reason the fuel tanks don't want to connect. The battery does, no problem. Let's take a look at what this craft does have. Can't remember where it is. It's supposed to show us actually how much battery power it has. Also, if you could give me the input as to how well my mic is sounding, I'd certainly appreciate it. I've boosted the volume. It should sound a lot better than my previous stream. But yeah, if people would like to impart me with their knowledge, I would greatly appreciate it. So, and there's ways around this, but let's see here. I think I'm going to do this. Do that. Just clone this for now. Put it there. Now we're going to want fuel on that. There we go. Let's just use the big one. How about that? Yeah, it's a lot, but fuck it. Let's move that and see if this one will join. It will. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's save that. Certainly something that is an advantage. Also, What are you guys having for dinner tonight? I always love to talk about food, and it is, after all, Easter, and some people do like to cook a big meal during Easter. So I'd love to know what you were planning. Personally, I have decided that I will be making some ham, bone-in, rosemary garlic, oven roasted potatoes, honey glazed carrots, green salad, and I'm still debating whether or not I want to make some deviled eggs, which is a traditional Easter meal, but we'll see. I mean, already it's going to be quite filling. So, back to this here. So we can delete that. Got our battery and our fuel here. We need to add solar panels to this. So, I'm going to remove that, put it to the back here. And they shall go to the electricity. Again, I'm also looking at the realism here. Battery first and then fuel. No. Prefer it backwards. So, boom. I don't know if this will actually connect, though. Had problems before. Oh, no, it will. Excellent. All right, so we'll do that. Solar panels without the protective layer. Whoops. Without the protective layer. Will be put on. We want not 3x2, but 1x6. Put them on here. Oops. Double it up. I'm gonna twist them around. Again, solar panels on an electric panel, not on the fuel. Don't really need it, but we're going to do it anyways. The reason is I'd prefer just at least a little bit of realism, despite the fact this is a video game after all. But so when extended, they'll look like this. And it fits perfectly well. There won't be any clipping. It won't crash into the bay doors or anything. So we're going to retract these. We've got our fuel for RCS, and we got our battery, plus our solar panels to ensure that they stay recharged. Trying to think if there's anything else. We're not going to have an experimental bay or anything. This is supposed to be a copy, or at least an attempt to copy, Black Program single stage to orbit craft, which do exist, and I can certainly, well, I've talked about it on my previous conspiracy theme shows, but yeah, perhaps I'll make a future video discussing that. So, oh, I got a message from somebody. Let me just check that. Again, still no response on whether my volume is any good. Also, I'll just send this message to somebody on Skype, but can't listen right now. Live streaming. Because if I was to play this clip, everyone would hear it. And if it's private, well, that would not be good. So, if you want me to play it, again, some people just send me a clip, like, play this fucking clip. It's like, you got it. But, oh. Привет, товарищ. We have one of the individuals here in the community.
What's going on?
I'm doing well. Happy Easter Sunday to you.
Thank you, sir. That's what I was sending you. I just got your message. I had no idea that you were streaming. I'm busy. I just got over to my mom's a bit ago. She's got some company over and shit, so I'm gonna be mingling with
You're a
them. But I
liar.
was,
You live
what
with
I
your
was telling
mother,
you was
according
is
to
that
Scanty. You live with your mother,
yeah, of
apparently.
course. Yeah, live with mom. Totally. Yeah. Uh, I even have a cot in her room because I get scared at night. So I've got a cot and some stuffed animals and shit. Anyways, so what I had sent to you and message was because I was just making rounds in Skype, just like letting everybody know, like, hey, Happy New Year's. And then I was making some jokes. So just listen to it whenever you can because I was making some jokes. I'm not gonna say this shit right now. It's Easter. So yeah, no, that's what it was. I was telling you Happy Easter. I just didn't know that you were live. So
Hey, no problem, man.
thank you
I
though for saying it to
certainly
me. And
appreciate it.
yeah, send it to you. And I hope your day is wonderful, man. What kind of stream is it right now? What are
Right
you
now, I'm
doing?
playing Kerbal, so I'm trying to finally develop a working space plane, which I think I've learned a few things watching some tutorials as to how to make more efficient my designs. And yeah, I'm also testing the audio. And obviously, when somebody connects through Skype, apparently it boosts the audio. But I've been playing around with some settings in the background, and it should sound better. But I have yet to hear anybody from the chat to tell me whether or not my changes have actually improved things for the better.
Yeah, that's crazy because I did notice that the other day. I've seen some people say that to you, and I've heard you address them. Like in the beginning of shows, when you're playing the music, like the drama down music first, and you're like, "Good morning" and "You're welcome," doing your intro.
You don't hear me?
Now the music is way over you, bro. Like you can hear you're there, but you can't make out a fucking word
See,
until
that's
the
what I need.
song
I need people
ends.
to tell me that. If nobody tells me that, I have no clue that my audio is not working because OBS is saying, "Oh shit, you're even closer to maximum than you should be." So I lower the volume or I try to adjust it, but people are telling me that the stream is totally different, and I have no clue unless people tell me.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely anybody that's listening to him right now, let him know too when I get off the phone if it gets better or worse so we can fix it. Because it's random. It just happened like a week ago or something.
And that's
It's
the
weird.
weirdest thing
Because
because
you
I
always come
didn't
in
do anything.
perfectly clear. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I did notice the music thing. And then, yes, I do have to turn my volume up more to hear you, and I can hear you fine, but the volume has to be up.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to
But
do
if
that.
someone does
Okay,
call
that's
in,
it's
then it's,
unacceptable for a genius
oh,
like
then you're
me to
really
not be
loud. They
able
have to
to
turn the shit down.
fucking get this working proper. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Huge fucking thing that I'm pissed at right now.
Did you enjoy
Huge.
yesterday's UFC pay per view? Because you were telling me about it. I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't watch it. A lot of people I know were, but I was just doing other things tonight. Having a real life and all that. But yeah, I know a lot of people were quite pleased, at least, with how it
bro,
occurred.
it was a sick stacked main card. I did enjoy it. However, I was pissed with the outcome. Like, it was great to see Jorge Masvidal and Gilbert Burns go at it. I knew that guy was too, he's just too rough, man, for Jorge. Gilbert got the win. And Jorge Masvidal fucking retired. I was like, what? No way, man. Like after 20 years, bro.
Interesting final words as well
He
from
set
the
the
guy.
gloves down. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'll let you him, dude. Like with the whole Trump shout out. And let's go, Brandon. That was pretty gangster. Alex Pereira, or however uh, what's it called? Brazilian dude say the last name Pereira.
Yeah,
Pereira.
close enough. Whatever.
I don't know. That weird, like, yeah, that mixture of like French and shit. Anyways, man, I had my fucking bets on him all day, bro, and he got knocked out. Couldn't believe it. So Izzy got that belt back. Whatever. Cringe Izzy. But it was still fun to watch. It was a great card. I enjoyed all the fights, you know, regardless. So I had fun. Did that. Then watched Ken's show all the way to the end, and then I mean, I stayed up all night, dude. Then I was on ID channel watching documentaries and crime mysteries and stuff where people go missing and unsolved, murders and shit like that because I'm twisted like that in the
You
head
should check out the Missing
from what I've been
411
told.
stories. Those are fascinating.
I have watched some of those, and Tommy told me some shit about that too. That I think actually he's the one who got me onto that, because Tommy's really into that kind of shit. Um, there's a lot of different stuff. We can save that for another time. We'll talk about that, because I know you had brought up too before about conspiracies. When people say that apparently Dave Rose has no content, yet you can talk about a million different fucking things, and we've seen that, and you've got
Yeah, it's weird.
shows
It's
to prove that
bizarre
you
that
have.
apparently that allegation is slewed against me, but yet it could.
It's so
I've
dumb.
actually. This is the funniest thing is that I made this joke a while ago. In reference to this, is like, fuck it. How about, because of all these allegations, fuck it. Let's just make a wheel where I just put a bunch of random fucking topics on there, and whatever it lands on, I'll fucking talk about. And Drew took that idea, which was genius, and he made it actually his own, and he was using that for quite some time with his wheel and stuff. And, obviously he admitted it and so forth, but, like, that was the point of the whole thing. It's just like, okay, you think I've got no content. Let's make a fucking wheel. Let's spin that motherfucker and have Dave
Yeah.
Rose talk about fucking, I don't know, costs of petroleum production and how it affects the economy.
Yeah, no.
Or, let's
I remember
go
you and I
fucking
were
nuts.
talking about this. I was like, let that son of a bitch land on thermodynamics or fucking
Yeah,
some type of
why
fucking
not?
crazy shit. Like, let's see. Let Dave Rose and Danny versus any other two people in the community. Let's see. Let's spin that hoe. Let's see if we want to get sciencey and fucking nerdy. Let's go ahead and go that route. I might talk a
Or
lot
they
of
could
shit,
be
but if you want
something
me to turn
like
that switch on, we can do that.
explain it to the layman. You were talking about thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, sure. It's simple physics,
Thermodynamics.
anything like that. Vocabulary, fucking English
Yeah.
rules and grammar. I mean, or Spanish or French or anything like that. I mean, I'm more than willing to speak on languages I know, and I know more than one. But yeah, I mean, we could play that game. I'm
Yeah,
up
you
for
got me
that
on
game.
French, man. But yeah, throw Russian and
Yeah,
German
but I
and
don't know Russian, so there you go. You
Scandinavian on there.
could
Let's
teach
go.
people.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea for real. But yeah, no, it's just funny, and it's kind of sort of like what we touched on yesterday with the drama stream on, Dave only just does this and says this. I don't know.
He's
I've
got no
seen Dave do
content.
pirate
Haven't you heard
shit.
the rumor? He's got
Seen
no
Dave
content.
fucking. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but throwing dog shit at the wall, try to make it stick, isn't that the saying? So they'll say anything, bro. Hell, I got a cot in my mom's room, stuffed animals and shit.
That's right.
Nightlight. Anyways, that's cool that you're playing Kerbals. I'll try to catch up on it if you're going to be on for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be.
That's really cool what you're talking about, too. I got to give it to you, man. That's really impressive. I did download the second version whenever you told me about it.
Yeah. Oh, the second one? Oh,
was
shit,
playing
man. That'll break your system, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, and that does take an intelligent person to play, and I love the challenge. I like those crazy, challenging games, so it's interesting and fun to watch Kerbals. It might be boring to some others because they don't know what's going on in the real world, so they're gonna just talk shit about it. Dave does Kerbals, and only 5 people watch. Well, maybe the 5, 6 people that are watching not only like Dave, but they appreciate the fucking science behind the whole process of what he's doing. It's not Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
building fucking
it's
rock.
not.
Think about that for a second. We're not chasing mushrooms and jumping on Koopas. We're building fucking rockets.
That's fucking funny. That is fucking funny.
Oh my god. But anyways, yeah, no, I got to mom's here a little bit ago, said hi and stuff. She's got some old ladies and shit here and stuff. So I'm gonna go mingle with them and stuff and eat the food, and then I can holler later or whatever. Just have a good stream.
Thank you.
Story short, yeah, I was hitting you up. I was going to tell
And
you.
a happy Easter to
happy
you and your
Easter.
family.
Thank you very much, Dave. All right, holler at you later.
All right, man. Take care. There goes Danny MT. So now we've got to add some batteries onto here. Keep clicking on the wrong window. That should work. There we go. We're trying to make a satellite here that's going to orbit the planet and prove our ability to launch a space plane. It's not going to be that big, but yeah, we do want to create something. So, and why not? Skype lines are open if anyone wants to call in. We need some solar panels. Because this wants to be difficult, we're going to have to adjust ourselves accordingly. There we go. We'll need to add a third one there on the bottom. Oops. There we go. So, the third one, yes. That's what? Alright, so. Very nice and evenly done. We'll save that. Actually, we need a Sepratron. Actually, no, we're going to use the decoupler. It's the safest thing. It's not going to shoot it out at a very accelerated mode. That's the big thing. We don't want it destroyed. It's not going to need anything. I mean, it's got enough rotational strength to move around. Oh, JR4 the Third. I've been neglecting the chat. He says, "Hey guys, every show sounds good with headphones. It depends what device the viewer is listening through. For instance, stereo or car's radio is where your volume, not show volume, is always low for me." Well, is it sounding better, or do I have to continue to find more? Because I've got a couple of potential solutions software-wise to bypass Windows settings, but I've boosted it to maximum. So my mic right now through Windows, through OBS, is at maximum. It should be able to come out properly. If it's not, I need you to tell me so I can consider utilizing these additional potential software solutions. So, we got a battery. We've got our probe. We've got our solar cells. This should keep the thing going. It's got enough strength to move on its own. So what we do is we grab this. Nope. We grab this. See if it works. Doesn't want to work. Okay. See if it works this way. Reverse order. Actually, I think this is what we're going to do. Remove that. Remove that. Put that. Will this work? I think so. There we go. There we go. Still attached to there, so there. Grab the probe. And move this. Grab that. Nope, that's not what we want. Just removed that, so we don't want that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Nope. We'll do that. Do that. Do that. And this should work. No. It won't. Let's remove that, remove that, put that there. This will work. No. This game obviously is not working the way it should, but Jared Ford III says, sounds good to me. It's loud. If I want it to be. No, but see, I try to improve the settings on my end. You shouldn't have to adjust yourself for this to sound proper. So, let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. I don't know why this doesn't want a fucking line. Nope, I'm gonna do it right. We want to again make a section here where we can eject a satellite. That's the whole purpose. If not, then we'll have to reduce the size of this cargo bay because we can't launch any satellites, which is one of the big purposes of a spaceplane. So, docking or coupling. There we go. There we go. All right. That should work. Yeah, we have granted a very large cargo bay, which means we can add more cargo in here. Maybe even a some sort of space plane. But yeah, we can certainly get this thing into orbit. I don't think we're going to need anything else. Oops. Not that. Let's add a communication device to this. If we can. Doesn't seem to want to. There are ways. No, not going to work there. So, we'll do this, put that back there, put that there. Shout out to the 7 viewers. Oh my. You've got Skype call quality sound without a Skype call. Volume or tone didn't change or waver before Danny called or after he left. Believe you fixed the issue for the people. For the people, yes! I'm glad that I was able to do that. But again, shout out to Out With Cows, who spurred me to finally force myself to just address it and look into the code and really get it fucking done. So I do appreciate that. I think we're going to have to go with the smaller cargo area here. So where is it? Nope. Payload smaller. Let's see how big this is. Oh, it just fits. Because this will eject it, and it probably will hit the other side here. Ah, fuck it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got a little satellite in there. We're going to close that. Close that. And save it, obviously. Now we have to actually add these 4 engines. Because we'll be adding 4. So, aerodynamics. We need to find a tail section. Actually, no. What we're going to be doing is fuel tanks. There we go. We're going to be adding this because we're going to be providing 4 engines of the Raptor or Rapier type. This will get us into space. Whoops, wrong one. Alright, save that as well. And we'll add 2 more engines to this, but where's aerodynamic? Put this on here. Nope. Let's see what I'm doing. So we need to add an intake engine. Nope. And this engine here, shock cone intake, actually, unlike, where is it? Well, unlike this one here, and there's another one here. It doesn't take as much. I mean, this thing here, one of them can power 4 of these engines. So by utilizing this, it prevents the added weight and drag. So we will go to move, sink it down into the fuselage. Doesn't look that bad. Alright, save that. And we're going to be adding a couple more Rapier engines. So, this time we're going to be using regular liquid fuel. We're just attaching them there now, just so that we have a standard point to connect our fuel tanks to. Although we do have these, no, not these ones. These ones? Nope. Where are they? These ones. Is it the one I was picking? That's the liquid fuel. Oh, that's a small one. Okay, so these ones here are just jet fuel, and this one's rocket fuel. All right. Let me see here. I think we're going to... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's use this. We do have rocket fuel. So, oops. If we go here, hold on, actually, we need that engine right up here to the end. All right. So now, if we attach this and we place it here, oops. Got 4 of these edges, mostly aligned. We've got the one intake that we need, which means that we could add potentially more fuel onto this. We have our main fuel system here, but yeah, we might want to add more. Oops. Let's keep it single for now. Add some more rocket fuel. Attach this and double it. Alright, so 4 engines looking good. Oops, wrong button. Save it. And obviously we're building wings on this soon. I don't know if I want to extend this further. We could do... Where is it? Aerodynamics. Could do this one. And... Oops. Do something like that, where the aerodynamics is obviously a lot better. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to save that. Now for the wings and the tail. These tails are big here, or these wings are big, I should say. We haven't gotten the tail yet. Doesn't look that bad, actually. You can work with this. Let's see. We do have to add flight control here. Take that off. We can just move it a little bit further. Should I make this as... Yeah, that's even. Alright, so the ailerons here. Or flight control surfaces, however you wish to say them. There we go. And save. Use these. No. Too big. Put these on. Actually, no, maybe we will have to use these. Not sure if I'm a fan. That's a little bit big. And these are small. And these would extend. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I do kind of like it. Yeah, I'll take it. Looks good, actually. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll have to build more surface here. Make these wings as swept as possible. Provide as much lift as we can. So, yes. Actually, is this the big one or this one? This is the bigger one, I should say. Pull that off for now. Where's the big one of this? Yeah, there we go. Now we're going to move these. Actually, I'm not too pleased with that, actually. Lauren says, have a great stream, Dave. I'm starting my Easter dinner. Happy Easter. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good one. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Yeah, I guess we're going to have to use smaller parts. But before we do so, these are the ones we want. Move this into place. There's the part. And finally, is a piece of resistance. Alright, that looks better. A lot of good surface area. We still need to get the tail fins working. There'll be multiple. But yeah, that should be good to get us launched into space. Let's see how ridiculous this looks. We had two tails. That'd be stupidly heavy. We need better. Still a little big. These might actually work. Not that big, but Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. That's a lot of drag. Let's see what we've got here. It comes to center of mass, center of thrust, all the way back there. The mass isn't bad though. It's the tail fins that might be an issue. They're very large. No, those are too big as well. These might work, but they're still small. I think we're going to have to go with this. They seem to be the best fit for this. Hopefully it'll work, actually. But I'm liking the design at least. If you're streaming later, I'll be back, says Lauren. Thank you. But yeah, I think that this will work well. So, save it again. And we are going to add landing struts so that we can actually land. Oops. Alright, so we should be able to put that there. Yeah, these perhaps a little large for the craft, but I think certainly will maintain its strength. Because if not, we have to accept these. We get this oriented here proper. It'd be a lot less large. Although, they might actually work. So, let's see what it looks like. That should work. I'm thinking, hopefully. It should work and not cause any major problems. So that's what we'll do. Who's our pilot here? Oh, we're not going to sacrifice Tiff or Danny. We'll pick Wilger. And we'll see how this works. All right, Godspeed, people. Throttle max, SAS on. Oh, I forgot to even add. Fuck it. We're gonna have to go back to our spaceplane hangar. We had RCS, but no thrusters. What's the fucking point? So, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, under command control, get our thruster block here. That there. here. Somewhere. There we go. Perfect. Have one of these. And we'll add them here on the two. And then there as well. Save it. And we'll add some more. Beautiful. That should take care of all our needs when it comes to orbital dynamics. Let's see how this thing goes. Is our pilot still Wilger? All right, let's see how this thing fucking goes. Throttle to max, SAS on, and here we go. We're trying to attain orbit, launch a satellite, and then land on the planet. A single stage to orbit, SSTO craft. Stable so far. Pulling up. Still too heavy. Get to the end of the runway. Gear up. We're about 30 degrees. We're seeing a lot of resistance here. It's not as efficient as it could be. I'm going to get a message on Skype, so I'm going to check that while this is going on. This plane is shaking. Oh fuck, I forgot to put the command group. We're gonna have to revert flight. So the action group is what I'm referring to, is that I've got to be able to switch under actions. Key number 1. This will toggle the intake, and toggle engine. Same as these. Toggle engine. Okay, so by pressing 1, once I'm at the appropriate altitude, I'll be able to close the vents or intakes of the engines and then initiate the usage of liquid fuel to power the rocket engines. So let's try that once more. Throttle to max, SAS on, and let's engage. Tail fins still make me think that they're a little too powerful, or too heavy, I should say. Regardless, that one intake can power all 4 of these. Mean-looking bird. Oh, it's the man with 2 first names. Shout out to you. Let's get our orientation right. Engage SES. Retract our gear and begin our ascent. And you can see she's shaking. She's shaking. Let's take a look at our map. What do we got here? Jeffrey the Third says, looks like a F-15 and a Concorde blended together. Yes. Look into Star Raker. There was an actual plan to create a single stage to orbit craft that was bigger than a 747 that had the ability to get it to orbit, launch massive amounts of payload, and look very similar to this. But yeah, we'll see how well this works. So far, the fuel seems to be okay. Liquid fuel certainly being reduced here. We'll see what we can accomplish. As soon as we get into the higher atmosphere, it should be easier. Because as soon as I initiate the changeover to the rocket fuel, should have no problems. But yeah, she's a beautiful bird. In fact, it kind of looks like a F-14, to be quite honest. How does one destroy hell? Asks man with 2 first names. Just be Davros. Good. 10 kilometers so far. That's our Apple Apps is telling us. We're approaching very close. So we're going to have to pull up even further. We're going to have to have more control surfaces. Yeah, this bird's fucking heavy. So she's not doing what she's supposed to. They just toggle the engines, but clearly it's not working here. Toggle engine wasn't to turn it off. All right, let's go back to, nope. Let's go back to the spaceplane hangar. All right, so action group. All right, so first and foremost, we want to disable same vessel interactions, enable same, toggle same. No, we want to toggle the intake from on to off. The next thing, these engines, we want to switch mode. That's what we want. Switch mode. All right. Save that. I think we're going to have to add some further control surfaces here. Missing shit in the chat. Latino Heat says, send adults that would ridicule and ignore the alien demon himself, thus sending himself into a rage that makes him implode into fat chunks of rotten flesh. True. A man with two first names says, rewatched what I missed from yesterday's diner and was thoroughly amused. Great stream as always. I don't understand the way that the Foreskin Walker thinks. Also, great Tommy cameo. Yes. Quite the show, regardless. All right, so we need to get this portion here, I believe. Yes. Put it on both sides. Und then they move it. Move it forward, out, back in. I think I've got to use... this one. I think I just tried to use this, but let's try again. So, yeah, a little bit extra. Where's the... I think this is what we have to do. Nope. We will add that though. Und just wonder if we should add where is it? These ones, the canard. Yeah, fuck it. This will help us get into a better angle. But, we'll see if that addition of a surface will assist us. So, hold on. Ooh. let's add this to the fray. Nope. Not what we wanted. Nope, that's not what I said. Alright, so now move it. That might work. Or it might fuck things up, but we shall see. I'd like to see the conversation that's going on. A lot of stuff in the chat. And again, today's episode is not just playing some video games, but also trying to see if the mic check actually works. So, let's see what happens here. Come on, what's going on? It's fucking heavy. That's not what I said. Yeah, this plane is certainly a lot heavier now than a lot of those pieces. Yeah, let's just fucking revert flight and undo the shittiness that I've done. Alright, so. Oops, wrong key. Alright, fuck it. Let's see if previous iteration of those. Oh, no, that's not what I said. I wanted to play it. I exited. Let's go again. Let's see if this works. Alright, throttle up, SAS on, and disengage. Also time to roll. Let's see what happens if I try to maintain a 45-degree angle. SAS is not helping us out here. There we go. 45-degree angle. Close to it. We're getting a lot of air resistance from the atmosphere, but if we take a look at our map here, our apoapsis continues to climb, which is our intention. Beautiful bird shields. Absolute beautiful bird. So whether or not this actually works, but let's try. Apoapsis continues to climb. Beautiful. Waiting for the atmosphere to about here to get thin enough that we can activate the rocket engines. Let's pack that gold. While we're on our way to space. Shout out to the night view and oh my god. 10 kilometers. What do we get so far? Speed here. Rocket engines. Atmosphere is thin here. Increasing apoapsis. Increasing our speed. Fuel looking good so far. Sight. Increase your apoapsis. It's focused on prograde. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, I've got no content. I can't certainly speak about science or things that I certainly enjoy. So apoapsis is increasing. We want to get them to a stable 100 kilometers or 100 kilometers from the surface. So tell the computer to keep us in prograde here. Oh, what's going on here? Our engines have run out from supposedly certain fuel, but oh, oxidizer, fuck. Well, we're still sort of in the atmosphere, so, but certainly not in orbit, which is what we were intending. If we switch our engines back, we can activate as soon as we're in the atmosphere. So let's just, oops, fast forward. We're going to fall into the atmosphere. Our engines are going to activate. There we go. We have liquid fuel, so we can certainly utilize that. Thermal effects, and certainly this craft is not stable. This plane is bending every single way. Just reduce the throttle, but this plane is just, wow. Surprised this thing hasn't broken apart. Look at it. Look at this shake. Shake its booty. Well, we're certainly going to need to go back to the drawing board with this one. It's not working. That's why I like this game. You can experiment a lot. Look at it. Look at it shake. That shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. See what Wilger sees. Heating up. Someone's gonna blow up. Oh, there go the tails. The tail fins. Ah, see, you can see that it's not even attached. These two sections here are not attached. That's why we're getting such vibration. Which they should have connected, but it's not. Quite stable in the atmosphere, but it's not really good when it gets to orbit. Even without a tail, I mean, shit. Maybe this should be a bomber instead. All I gotta do is flip the cargo bay open. Or I gotta flip the cargo bay, I should say. And when it's open, I can drop a bomb. Which maybe we'll have done. Look at that. That should not be happening. You see how that's separating? not be happening. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Look at that. That should not be happening. Also, the doors on that cargo bay should have been ripped off due to speed. Well, we don't have much fuel left. Let's see if we can land this fucking thing. This abomination. About 1,000 meters from the surface. Meters, 300, and now we're gliding. I've cut off all engines. All we have now is our control surfaces to try to guide us in. No engine support whatsoever. Should be facing a fairly level ground, but gotta keep that nose up. Keep the nose up. Oh shit, we lost. Did we lose the front gear? No. Oh. Extend. That's all. I crashed. For some reason, this wheel didn't come out, but I survived. Strangely. Let's activate the brakes here. It's rolling downhill. That's hilarious. Quite the fail. Quite the fail. But a fun endeavor, nonetheless. But I've been playing for about an hour 40 minutes. Wanted to test out the new mic settings and play a little Kerbals. See if I can advance this space plane. Yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But hey, it was fun. I'm glad that you guys tuned in. Think Ken's going live tonight. Not too sure. Joe might be going live tonight. Who knows? I might. I don't know. But regardless, I hope you guys have a good evening. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. And as always, we shall see you next time.